I just honestly wanted to catch you guys up properly. So 3 years ago, I was completely dysregulated. I was having anxiety attacks and I thought I was failing at being a mum. Let me share with you what helped turn things around and helped me get into a better state. So I've been doing this for about 17 years. It comes with a lot of amazing perks. The experiences I've had, the audience that I've built. A lot of things in my life have been very public as well. A very public breakup around 2020, which resulted in me becoming a single mother by choice. And as single mothers do, trying to juggle everything by myself, but trying to seem like everything is okay and like I have a smile on my face. And there's a lot of things I didn't actually share. And though I always say being a single mother is empowering, what's not spoken about that often are the harsh realities of doing it all by yourself. I feel like if you make one wrong move, everything can come crumbling down. And this caused me to spiral. And for me, this was things like anxieties, closing my jewellery business, which I loved, having to move home with my daughter, and generally feeling really lost and really behind in life. And I feel like everything kind of crescendoed. And it wasn't only that these things were happening, because things happen to everyone in life, but it was that I was starting to develop unhealthy coping mechanisms to try to deal with the stress, which is where I was going wrong. It was causing very strange symptoms in me. Doctors couldn't give me an answer to what it was, and we figured out it was stress. So I started trying to learn what things would help me heal and help my nervous system heal. So the most important part here, what helped me get through that? One of my biggest turning points was when I was in that low state. Some of my closest people to me were saying to me, so you need to do something, go away for a few days, clear your head. And that's when I booked my first solo trip to Lisbon. And while I was on that trip, I just felt something switch on again. You know, I felt alive again. And to be really clear, I'm not saying here booking a holiday solves your issues, but I'm saying that having some time to do some introspection, to take yourself out of your usual comfort zones helps greatly. And that could even be just going down and sitting in the park for a bit, which is something I often do. And I was able to reflect on the fact that a lot of the time things will fall apart so that new and better things can fall into place. And after repeatedly forcing myself out of my usual comfort zones while asking myself honest and deep, hard-hitting questions about what I wanted from life, it changed so much for me. Being in a state of anxiety for long periods of time, like I had been as well, it affects you not only mentally but also physically. And this is why I talk a lot about solo travel, about dancing, financial independence and becoming financially literate, self-reflection, somatic healing, solo dates. I also don't think I could have done it without the supportive women that I have around me in my life. These things helped me and are still helping me to heal and to feel alive, and also to process really stagnant emotion. And something I feel really deeply about is that I think there's a lot of women or people, anyone out there, who these sorts of things could really help. I love sharing when I do these things online in hopes that maybe it can give someone else an idea of how they can also feel good. And to be honest with you, I'm still trying to figure out what my next purpose kind of is in life, but what I do know is I'm here to try to help at least one person to feel less alone in whatever it is they're going through. So if this resonates with you, I'd love for you to come on my journey with me of self-discovery in my 30s, and I'll see you soon. Bye.